Hey y'all, it's Joanna Leaves and welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my updated Hoya collection video. In part 1, it took me literally hours to record all of those Hoyas, and that was just half of my collection. So with that being said, get comfortable with your girl. Just sit down with me, you know what I'm saying? Put me on in the background. You don't even gotta really look too hard unless I say look at that, you know, and let's get going. Or set me up while you do some plant choice. Be productive while you do it. Wash some dishes, do something, you know, because we gonna be here for a minute. So before we jump into my second shelf, I do just want to say, if you haven't seen part 1, I will link it in the description of this one if I remember. You know, I be saying stuff and I don't be doing it, but hopefully I link it below so that y'all can check out part 1. But let's go ahead and start looking at the plants that are on my second Hoya shelf that you actually can't see in this frame, but I took everything off. I'm surrounded by plants right now. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm actually gonna start off with not a banger this time. We're gonna start off with a womp womp womp, and that is my Hoya Polynora. All right, so those of you who are not new, you're not new to me, you're true to me. You would know that I was supposed to downsize the Polynora overall. I chopped it up, and when I chopped it up and, you know, put it into the prop bin, everything went well. I actually sold off not all of them, most of the props of the Polynora, bar one. I have one more left. Not this, but one more left. I said, you know, actually, maybe I want to keep one. So I took a cutting of the Polynora, and here we are. Here she is. Here we are. Here we stand, you know, and I'm just getting this yellowing, and that's kind of like irritating my soul. So if y'all have any advice, she is sitting on my grow shelves under literally, I think they're like 5-watt lights. They're not bright. Literally 5-watt Barina bars, not super strong. When I put the light meter underneath it, it read at maybe like, I want to say maybe like 2,000-ish lux. Something like that, between 1,500 and 2,000 lux. So nothing like incredibly bright. I could be lying. And a matter of fact, maybe I will insert a clip of me actually testing the light of the Barina bar with my light meter. But I just want the plant to do so. Okay, look, there's 2 strands in here. Y'all can see one strand is staying green, the other strand is getting yellow, and it's getting yellow while also giving me new leaves, and I don't like yellow. So, you know, any advice will be much appreciated at this current juncture. She heavily rooted though. She was very easy to propagate. So no issues there. Like, look how easy she was. She's just filling out the cup. Love that for me. So please give some advice on the Polynora. We did start off with a little bit of a womp womp, you know, not so beautiful, but I guess if you really think about what the other one was looking like, it does look like a fully established plant at this point. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just, I want it to be beautiful. I want it to cascade out, but instead it's yellowing on one side. What is that about? Continuing on the train of womp womp womp, we have my Hoya multiflora. What is it supposed to be? The outer variegated. I haven't seen an outer variegation on it. I'm pretty sure that's what this is supposed to be, is a variegated Hoya multiflora. Y'all see what I'm working with? Y'all see what I'm working with? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All I see is a light-skinned, sun-bleached multiflora. I think the next leaves that come out are gonna come out in a good way because I actually moved this plant out of the prop bin. The leaves did yellow while it was in the prop bin, despite it growing roots well. It was doing fine in the root department. But I think the leaves started yellowing because it was getting too much light. It was sitting in the prop bin, and I think it was in the cluster of plants that was like directly underneath the Barina bar that's on top of it. So now it sits on top of my grow shelf, and I do have it shaded by another plant so that it's not getting too much light, because I heard that the multifloras don't, you know, they don't really need all the bright light. And especially since it's a thinner leaf Hoya, I don't think it need all that. I do know it needs consistent moisture. Y'all can see that in there. It's a denser mix. It's a much denser mix. She's doing fine in the root department. I don't see any rot. We're doing good. And she has given me some 2 little leaves. Let me get the camera to focus. She's given me some 2 little leaves, you see? 2 little sunshines. Put a prayer out there for me, because all I've wanted from Hoya multifloras across the world is to see that damn bloom. And I am not doing well with any of the Hoya multifloras. I mean, these leaves are technically new. When I put it in the prop bin, it only had these two below here. So these two are new, but then what's up with that? And now there's another two coming out. So I'm just gonna be hopeful that, you know, good things are coming in the future for this here plant. I really am. And you thought I was gonna maybe go switch to positivity? Nope, let's stay. We do have a lot of positivity, by the way, but these are just the ones that are sitting on top and they're the easiest in reach. This one is actually, I lied to you. This is kind of a switch to positivity. This is my Hoya Multiflora Javanica Tie Splash. Y'all can't even, I don't know, for some reason, and obviously plants don't have races. Like, I'm not, come on. But y'all can't tell me like Miss Multiflora Javanica Tie Splash, that don't give you, it gives me. I feel like me and her, we could relate. Anyway, that said, look at this plant for real. So she's trying. She's got a peduncle. I don't know if the camera will focus on the peduncle. Okay. She has a peduncle in there, is right there. That's the new leaf. These two leaves, finally I got some good looking leaves on her. And she's growing more leaves. So I think this one might be the one that does something. And I will say the reason that I moved the other her light skin friend, let me bring her up. I moved her next to her because her OG, because she's a prop from the OG plant. The OG really is what taught me that being in the brightness is not for these plants. So I moved these two into significantly lower light and boom, started getting a peduncle. It's not in no light, it's just lower light. Let's chill out. And I'm thinking that could also be the reason I'm getting these two new leaves. So we're just gonna see where this one continues to take it for us. And hopefully these two, when I come back to y'all months and months from now, because y'all, this a feat to show all these Hoyas. When I come back months and months, maybe even a year from now, we'll have something big to show for these two. Sticking with the top of the shelf, let's keep talking about positivity. We weren't talking positivity, but let's get into that. Here is a babe that's always gonna be near and dear to my heart, and that is my Hoya Collection. And that's just the green form. Nothing special, nothing special. And by nothing special, I mean no variegation. She's a special plant. This plant has grown so much for me. She has bloomed for me multiple times. Of course, at this current juncture, there are no blooms on the plant. I assume that the blooms, it's a summer bloomer or a late summer bloomer, but I have multiple peduncles on here. And she's really a banger. In fact, she might even continue to bloom because I control the temperature in my house. I control the humidity, all of that good stuff. She's also branching off on her own. I have not had to do anything. I have no worries about this girl. She's just a banger. And she's also become a hanging plant on her own as well. If I can find it, I will insert a picture or a video, something of what the Collection looked like before. Let me get y'all up on that. These leaves are so cute. And she is continuing. I think the last time I talked to y'all about her, I was like, why is her leaves like, they were kind of like looping up and I didn't like that. They were doing a thing that I didn't like, but they're becoming heavier. Do y'all see that they hanging down? The vines are actually hanging. Don't y'all see? Don't y'all see that? Come on now. It's actually doing something that I wanted to do. I love this. I love this plant. And I'm gonna hold it near and dear to my heart because first Hoya to bloom for me. And I didn't even know it was blooming. I came and was watering. Moved the plant. I said, oh my God, those are buds. It wasn't even just, oh, a peduncle. It was literally, bro, those are buds. And then it opened up and she smelled kind of like a butterscotchy or like buttered popcorn. It's a buttery scent. It's good though. It smells nice. It's just, it goes back and forth between like movie theater or grandma candies. Do you know what I'm saying? So love this plant. I 10 out of 10 recommend it because I have not even had this plant for a year and I have to keep reminding y'all, she wasn't even lifting out of the pot when I first got her. She wasn't even lifting out of the pot, bro. She has grown so much. If you want reward, this is a good one. And if you get you a cute little pot, like, you know, the ones that be like a shape of a head, I can imagine this in those little, it's a head and then this is the hair. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine it in that would be cute. That would be really cute. I really love this plant. I have no notes, no complaints. I'm never concerned. She's just here doing her big one. Sticking with the hanging bangers, this is my Hoya Lacunosa Mint. Okay, When I first got into the Hoyas, I didn't know if I liked the lacunosas, but then I saw the lacunosa mint. Said I gotta buy that. Just like the Hushkeliana, this was not a trailing plant when I bought it. It was not trailing, and here we are. She's trailed down. She's cascaded. Look at them teardrops, period. What? Oh, I'm sorry, huh? Word. I know it's dried up, but y'all gotta know what I'm on. Peduncles, blooms everywhere. This thing just be blooming all the time though. And I like the smell. Luckily, the smell of this one is good. I was nervous, like, is this gonna be like overwhelmingly perfumey? It kind of is, but it's not overwhelming in a bad way because I really appreciate the scent and because I'm a girl that likes candles and stuff. It smells like roses to me. So I don't dislike the smell. I will say though, and I keep saying this, if I ever get like the blooms open up and I don't like it, I will kindly, I'm not gonna chop the peduncle because I'm gonna let you keep doing you, but I will chop them flowers off. Bye. Like, I will not be in my house hating life because it stink. No. Like, come on. The two of them have a very similar positivities, right, about them, which is that they branch off on their own. They just kind of do their own thing. This one, I think, has the ability to hang down and cascade much easier than the other one. The other one keeps its, what is this called? Its growth point, and its vine pointing upward at all times for a minute before it starts to hang downward, whereas this one will hang and only this part turns up, versus the other one, it would be looking like this. The Hushkeliana was looking like this at some point, but look at that. That's real cute. And I think this is like a nice addition if you have a lot of green hanging plants, to just throw something silver like this in the mix. Come on now. And she blooms easily, readily, and consistently. She has not stopped. Since she bloomed her first bloom, she said, I'm gonna just keep doing it. I ain't even gonna stop. And you know, people will say, this will be like, oh my God, I have so much money, I can't. It's giving one of those complaints, but it definitely is annoying to clean up the blooms, like, because it don't stop blooming. That could be a little bit annoying, but if you sweep your room once a week, you know, you should be fine. Your little plant area once a week, you should be fine. And if you're seeing your plants all the time, really what I do is I just pick up a couple of them whenever I see it. So anyway, that said, I like this plant. I can't get enough. I really like this plant. I just want to show y'all a close-up visual of it one more time. I do have a vine in here that is not silver. I might cut that out, you know. I might not. We really will see. I might cut it out. I might not. I think I'll leave it in there because I think it adds to like the visual interest of the plant for me. Kind of like how in my Mathilde, which I'll show that next, I have a vine that's like splashy, but the rest of the plant is not splashy. So it just adds to the visual interest. You know what I mean? I said I was going to show you the Mathilde next. I don't even take this out the hanger because you know what? I don't like stress and strife, and this plant don't like that either. So here is my Mathilde, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna show y'all whole joints just be coming right on off. They just be coming off. Let me protect my beverage. Okay, so this is my Mathilde, and it does kind of give mess, but we have another bloom that's gonna bloom. It's budding up. It's gonna do its thing down here. Come on, you know you want to see. So that's another one. It's been nonstop blooming for the last couple weeks. A bunch of the buds opened up at the same time, hence why it's been nonstop. I do want it to chill out. Oh my God, this thing is putting out literally one. I want it to chill out a little bit on the blooming and then start to fill out in terms of foliage. I don't really know how I'm going to achieve that, but I would love that for me if it would chill out on blooming and go hard on like producing foliage. I can't believe that's a complaint that I have, but only because I would love for my Mathilde to fill out a little bit more. I think that it's gonna stop blooming now that it's gonna start to get cold again. So I do think it might chill for a little bit. Also because because the window is kind of cold, I might be having to, I don't know where I'll move it to. I might be moving it not very far, to be really honest with you. I might just sit it on top of the shelf that is by the window. The shelf, by the way, over there is by a window. So I might just sit it on top of the shelf versus having it pressed against the window just to pull it back a little bit. But I do think that that might help it to start focusing on growing more of these little coins. I like these little coins. I don't really always love small leaf Hoyas, but the ones I have, I do love. These little coins are very, very cute. Very, very cute. Like, and then you could see that one splashy vine in here. Look how silvery that one is. I keep saying that potentially I want to chop the silvery vine, but it's also giving me another silvery vine. At the top here, you can see these two little coins. Here we go. There we go. At the top, you can see these two silvery coins. I kind of want to chop them and see if I'll be able to get a lot of silver, because the vine that does have splashing has consistently put out leaves with splash. So it's obviously giving like a genetic thing where you just have to single out the actual splashy leaves. So I'm thinking to do that just so that I could have some, like a splashy basket of this as well. Here's the final one that's on top of the shelf. We haven't even gotten to the rows of the shelves yet. This is my Hoya Crassi Petiolata. No splash, just the regular form. Let's get it to focus so y'all can kind of see what this plant is looking like. She's a grower, you know? She did have a moment where she stopped growing really much for me. And I think a part of that was where I put her. She was getting very sun bleached, as you can see. I'm looking at the new leaves, and I think it's getting a little bit better because it was getting very, very bleached. I like darker leaves. I do not like lime green leaves all that much. I was a little bit nervous, but she is figuring her life out. You can see that these tendrils and everything up here is a mess, but I'll sort that out when I'm ready to. I'm not ready to right now, obviously, hence why I'm not sorting it out. She has grown tremendously. She was not up the trellis or anything when I got her, and now she is. I will say that this is one of the easier Hoyas to care for. If you are a beginner and you're looking for a little something that's going, you know, reward you, it's like a reward. This is that one. This is very, very, very rewarding. Get you a plant, you can get it for the low and it will continue to grow, especially if you're looking for ones with like that venation. This could be a nice beginner into like the dark venation on a Hoya, slightly prehistoric vibey plant. Yeah, this one is in a larger pot. I have no intention of changing this pot, likely for like a minute, like a hot minute, hot minute. Anywho, beautiful gowns, lovely plant, 10 out of 10 would recommend, especially if you're someone who wants a fast grower and something to take over a trellis, but you have an interest in that kind of like veining on plants, which y'all know. If you watch the first one, you know. If you don't, here, I'll tell you. I love that dark venation on the leaves as well. That gives that prehistoric-ish kind of a vibe. I love it. So I don't even remember, how long have I had this? This is one of my first Hoyas too, actually. I got this from BWH Plant Co. way back. Actually, the haul video is on this here channel. Very old, one of my OG videos. So yeah, love this plant. She's a cutie patootie, fresh and so fruity. All right, gang, we finally made it to the first shelf. Okay, I want to show y'all something that I just, wow. I mean, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, girl, you just took over. I don't even know what to do with you. This is my Hoya verticillata black margin. Yeah, correct. C, yes. So hear me out. This plant does not give me any stress at all. In fact, I just look at this plant sometimes when I want to feel a little something. Like, look how it just took over the entire trellis. The whole trellis is taken over. And it's growing more and more and more. There are new leaves coming out up here at the top up here. I got to figure out how to retrain it back down, because that's all I keep doing is just retraining. But every time I retrain, you know what happens when I retrain? It activates another growth point. So I'm trying to wait, you know what I'm saying? A little bit. I'm trying to wait a little bit so I don't keep activating 50,000 million growth points. But at this current juncture, we're doing really, really well. Like, I can't even complain. It's hella leaves, it's hella growth points. What can we say? This is sensational. For a lot of Hoya collectors, they love this. I would say this might be a good candidate for one of them cage trellises. I don't like those for my house per se. One, they take up a lot of space. Two, I don't necessarily, I mean, I'm sure you could probably make it like a nice thin, you could probably make it thinner. I might think about that, because you could probably make it thinner, and that could be something so that the Hoyas could train around it, because that probably makes it easier for you to have it on that thing for a little bit. My only thing is, at some point, don't you have to extend it? And like, what are we doing when it gets to the top? These aren't like chopping you get, anyway. All I'm saying is this is fantastic. You like dark foliage, get you one of these. You like light foliage, get you one of these. You know why? Because high light can produce these lighter green foliage. Lower light, you could get this right here. Because turn around, let me turn it around so y'all can see. Leaves that's facing away from the light. Damn, that's nice. That's not nice? That's very nice. Exactly. So this one is a rigorous grower. I got her at the same time as who? As the Lacunosa Mint. Like this is a fast grower. This is actually truly, this Crassy Petiolata, Lacunosa Mint, Hushkeliana, sensational beginner Hoyas. Because speed, you know what I'm saying? Efficiency. You're gonna feel good about yourself because she's growing. Every now and then she's gonna throw out a little splashy leaf. You're gonna like that. So that's all I really gotta say on that one. Okay, y'all, so here we are with one of my favorite Hoyas. This is a Hoya Irina AH015. This is my first Irina. Let me give y'all the context, the rundown. This leaf right here, and then the leaf in the pot right here, that's what I got with the plant. First new leaf it gave me was actually this one. I said, oh my God, I didn't even know we could get something like this right here. I didn't know it was gonna do that. I thought it was gonna keep putting out small joints right here. Then it gave me this one over here. Come on, focus on the leaf, not me. That's nice. Okay, period. We're working on another leaf right here. Ooh, I will say this one does look like it's trying to be small, like the previous leaves. I'm hoping. Nah, it's very soft. It's not gonna stay this size. I lied. It's real soft. It's gonna keep expanding. I'm hoping that because it's also putting out another leaf down here, that we keep getting leaves of this stature right here, because that's very nice to me. I love everything about it. It's dark, it's veiny, it's got a touch of the splashy splash. It's got everything that I could need and desire in a Hoya. Now, I understand y'all like this one is your favorite. Look how she empty, but she's planning to fill out the trellis. She wasn't putting out vines for a minute. She wasn't doing that. She was focused on just giving me random leaves. But now check this out. She put the vine out, new leaf, another new leaf down here, vine still going. Before you know it, she gonna have a leaf here, a leaf there, a leaf here, a leaf there. It's gonna be fantastic. And for now, I'm just gonna enjoy the process because I visually enjoy looking at this plant. I still stare at this very first leaf regularly because I just can't even believe. I just can't. It's so beautiful. I love it like deeply. All right, our next Hoya. Now I know in part one, I talked about the Obovata being one of my OG Hoyas. I think it was my very first Hoya. I love that Hoya down. So I knew when I saw Obovata intervariegated, I must try it. It's gonna be great. So I got it, and when I got it, it had everything from these leaves. So all from these two were included. Let me show y'all what I grew. Let me show. Why does this look like a Hoya compacta? Why does this give Hoya compacta? Why it look like a Hoya compacta? And then hear me out. Why the next leaf is putting out more leaves? Because it's overachieving. It even got a peduncle. But my question is, why does this look like a compacta? Why are these leaves like this? What am I supposed to do with that? What is happening that's making the leaves come out to form like that? Is it lack of light? Is it too much light? Like, do I need to move its spot? Somebody tell me what this plant needs. I'm thinking I should put her next to her sister. I should put her next to her big sister, Big Obovata, because Big Obovata doing well. Maybe they just need similar conditions. I just can't believe, and it's growing fast. The peduncle really shook me up too. I said, not you giving me a peduncle, but you also won't give me nice looking leaves. What is that, bro? Why are they deformed like that? I don't have nothing else to say. I have to show it because it's something I have, but what's the tea there? Does anybody know? Earth to anybody, why is my intervariegated Obovata giving me such deformed leaves? Is it the variegation that makes it unstable? Like, what is the tea with that? Because I just want leaves like this. Even if they come out heart-shaped. But this is crazy. Like, that's crazy. This gives literally compacta leaves. Just random. Like, it don't even give like it's the same plant. But I'm gonna let it rock. I am. All right, another one. This is my oh Jesus, I think this is my Hoya GPS. It's my Hoya Sulawesi GPS insert on the screen. No shade. I did say that I gotta get the tags. The tags are coming. This is the newest leaf that I have gotten on this plant, and I am in love. I'm in a deep form of love. Like, I didn't even know I could know a love like this, for real, for real. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm sad because the growth point died off, like it dried back, which is kind of annoying, but hopefully it just give me another one ASAPidly, because I need another leaf like this. This is very, very nice. So these long leaves that it was giving, that was cute and whatnot when I got it, but it was a leaf like this that was actually on the website when I ordered it. Not quite as dark, but the darkness, everything, it's not even, I don't think it's fully hardened off, because it still has, like, on the back you can see there's still redness, and even in the front it's still red, but this is so pretty. And every time I look at this plant, I say that it reminded me of the UPT textured veins, which is why I got it. One day I will get the UPT textured veins. I didn't even give y'all no lore on her. She's from Plant Haven, Toronto. I did obviously restart her. She did very well. She took to the restarting real well. She is deeply established in this pot. Like, she said, yeah, whatever, put me up. And then she gave me a new leaf, and it's really great. And for big leaf Hoyas like this, they don't typically put out like so many leaves at once, which I don't mind, because then where the hell you gonna go? But I think she has done well for being a larger leaf Hoya in my collection, actually putting out a leaf, as compared to the Sarawak, which I have not gotten a new leaf from. And I think I've had the two for roughly the same time. If not, I had the Sarawak for longer. So yeah, we'll see. She's a very cute one. I do enjoy her, and you know, she's living her best life on that shelf. Okay, here is a plant that is irritating my soul. And initially it wasn't irritating my soul, and now it's irritating my soul deeply. So this plant is the Hoya globulosa, and I got this one from Gabriella Plants. Hear me out. Let me tell y'all why it's pissing me off. Do y'all see the vein, the spacing between it's gonna put out new leaves here. What the hell is that? So hear me out. It was under significantly brighter light when it put this vein out. Meaning, because my other grow lights were so strong that any plant that could sun stress became sun stressed within like a week or two of being under there. So I know that it wasn't that it was getting insufficient light. I do wonder, like, will they reach to the light when there's excessive light? That's confusing. I am planning to chop this though. I do want to wait for these leaves to come out so that I can have a propagation to throw into my prop bin. I'll either fill out the plant, or I will give the plant to a friend, etc. But it just would make more sense for me to wait for these leaves to fully come out, because if you see, there are leaves emerging here. I just need to wait for those to fully come out, harden off, etc. And then I will chop this, because there's no way. This kind of spacing is actually crazy. And I'm thinking that the next thing I'm gonna do is add a stake to it, because the only thing I think it could want for is actually support. So potentially it was reaching out to look for something to hold on to. So I might actually just either throw a stake in here or throw in a trellis, see how she does once I throw that in. So the next node that comes out, I'm just hoping that when it continues to grow, given that it will be trellis, it will give less internodal spacing, like shorter or tighter internodal spacing, because the first two like bouts of spacing aren't even as wild as this. Like this is, it's not my favorite here, like that's not my favorite, but it's not wild. This is crazy. So that's really all. That's really bothering me. And if that doesn't work out, then I guess that the globulosa just will not be for me. But I do really love these veins right here. It's very, very nice. Okay, the next plant I have to show y'all. Y'all have seen her. This is my Hoya Viola. She is a banger upon banger upon banger upon banger, and y'all will see her today, and y'all probably gonna see her in my November favorites because I'm in love with her. I told you I love plants that when you hold it, it gives bouquet, and this is a bouquet of Hoya. So I got multiple bouquets of begonia actually at this point. I got bouquets of begonia, and now I got a bouquet of Hoya. Come on now, tell me not. Add that to the little, you know what I mean? If you do this and you add a little some kind of flower at the top, like a large flower, come on, tell me not. Yeah, I see it. So with that being said, this plant is doing well. It has given me a new vine. This vine is still alive. It is rooting well into this mix, despite the fact that the mix that I potted it into is a little bit denser than I'm used to. But honestly, I just adjusted the watering. To be real, I just adjusted the watering. It is still getting access to tons of light, and it continued to root into here. So long as I'm not watering it frequently, I think it's fine. It's still chunky, it's still aerated. It's not like it's a dense mix whatsoever. It's just not as like full chunk as my other Hoyas. And I'm hoping that, you know, lets me see a little bit of a difference in how the plants continue to do and how they thrive and strive and all that good stuff. And I'm really also hoping to get a new leaf. This has put out a vine here. Not me talking to the plant, but I'm not showing y'all. There's a new vine that you can see, right? Not this one. This one's dead, but if you see that, there's another vine here. I'm hoping to get some new leaves. This vine has been dying for a minute. I just keep forgetting to chop it off, and even right now, the scissors are not close by. So with that being said, this plant is fantastic. She's beautiful. All that she's been through, I got to restart this plant. Yo, my first one wasn't good, died, had to restart this one, and finally we here with a nice established firm leaves, you know, growing tendril. This is a banger. I love her. She's also adjusting so well to being out of the prop bin. I always get scared when I take the plants out because they're coming from like sensational conditions to very variable. Like, to be honest, one day up in my attic, it could really be 80% humidity. I'm not doing anything to make that happen. And then right now, we're at 56%. Do you get what I mean? So like, it all really depends. Like, it could just all change in the blink of an eye at this point. All right, the next Hoya that I have, this is my Hoya Perfection. And I also got this plant from Gabriella Plants. I was supposed to downsize this one, but I mean, let's go ahead. Look at this again. I know that it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but I love the way that the sun stressing is just dotted on here. And I just like the plant. It's got big leaves. I just like the plant. So I said, I'm gonna keep a prop of it. Kept the prop. Look how rooted she is. She said, yeah. I wanna be here. She fought for her place, and she's gonna remain. I'm looking to see if she's activating a growth point. I think she is, because I see a little red dot like at the base. So I think she's getting ready to activate a growth point. I can't wait to get new leaves out of her. I love her down. If y'all got a Hoya Perfection, let me know. She's also, I think her parentage also includes Noel as well. And I have another one that includes Noel. I can't recall. I might, but I like this plant. This plant is sensational. There's really not much I can say because I haven't grown it sensationally and I don't have the OG plant, but I do know that rooting it was a breeze, very easy. All the props that I sold were rooted and doing well. So far, nobody has said that it has died. It's a very hardy plant, and then the roots themselves are very, very thick. Unlike other Hoya roots that are more fine, I'm gonna show you. These are much thicker Hoya roots, if that makes sense. I know for other plants, these won't give thick roots, but for Hoyas, that's a thick root. She's also adjusted to being in this like less chunky mix. I thought she would struggle considering that her roots are thicker. Nope, no problems. She's just carrying on, pressing on. The next one I have, I actually might as well show the two of them together. So I have another Hoya Jennifer here. Let me show it. This is the second one. So I actually got this from Silver Plant Guy. It was a prop. I separated it just so I could have two just in case because I really love Hoya Jennifer. I think this is the one that I took out of my prop bin. Actually, yeah. So the other one that grew a leaf was the one that wasn't living in my prop bin longer. This one was living in my prop bin longer and somehow, some way came out not putting out a vine. It does have a vine. It has not given me a new leaf. And then this other, so like you can see, there's a vine here. The pinky line is the vine. It's giving me a new vine. And then on top of this, there we go. Here you can kind of see that it's giving me two growth points at either side of the node. So that's exciting. But I just wanted to show this one because obviously I don't have to say too much about Miss Jennifer again. I do like her. I am considering that once she roots out a little bit more that I might list her as well on my shop because I don't think that I need two Jennifers and the other one is doing fine. The next one I got, this one is really exciting. So I had only actually paid for the Hoya Jennifer from him, and then he actually threw in this Vitalina. She is so pretty. I really like her. I don't have any new leaves on it. I know that, I'm pretty sure that that is my fault. Let me explain. So the same, if you watched part one, it's gonna be repetitive. If you didn't, welcome to the story time. A couple of weeks ago, I went to visit my friend, and I actually was treating my plants for pests just in case, like a preventative treatment. So like a little neem oil, regular schmegular homemade mix, right? Seen a little soil mite, but I didn't at the time. I just said, bug? Hell no. I got stressed out because I don't do the bugs. So with that said, I sprayed every other plant after that with Mite X. But then I said, let's take it up a notch. Let's prevent flat mites and broad mites too. Sprayed the plants with the Safer's Garden Safe Garden fungicide, basically a spray that got sulfur in it. I messed my whole life up. So I think because of that, there was a leaf that was coming out of this one. There really was. And I think all of that spray, it just truly just melted off. It said, yeah, hell no, I'm good off you. Root wise, it's still doing okay. So I love to see that. I just want a new leaf, but I'm gonna let her rock out because I messed her up. She actually was working on a new leaf and it kind of melted off. So I think it has to start another growth point, and then it'll just do what it has to do from there. But yeah, the L I took, that was my fault. But this is my Vitalina that I got for the free from an order that I placed with Sober Plant Guy. Okay, at this juncture, I feel like I'm moving at a little bit of a better place, but at the same time, I can't tell than the first one, because I really gave myself the pep talk. I said, girl, get through it, get through it. Don't be sitting here for 3 hours. Anywho, here's another one I have. This is my Hoya Incrusata. Yeah, I do have a prop of her in my prop bin for my shop, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Okay, so listen, I messed up. I knocked the plant over. I snapped the stem. So now I only got one leaf and I gotta wait for it to start over. But that was my fault. Other than that though, I do like the actual leaves because y'all know what the vibe is. I love dark leaves. I actually do like a simple green leaf. I'm realizing that more and more every day. That on Hoyas and certain plants, I do actually like a simple green leaf. I think the only plants where I like drama might be more like an anthurium, but at the same time, I've never had like a completely dark anthurium. So at that point, I could start getting into the very dark, clean, no veins, minimal veining anthurium, but then those would be nice. I do like a green leaf though. As I look around, I mean, plants be green, but this is cute. So this is very simple though. So most people might not be like, I love this, but I did also like is it the blooms of this one or the Imperialis? I'm gonna insert the blooms of this one just in case, because it's this one or the Imperialis that has like really cool looking blooms. But also this was one of those Hoyas that everybody was recommending, so I got it when I saw it, and that's all I have to say about it, because right now she's one leaf and I'm kind of hurt that I had to chop her because the stem broke obviously closest to here. It could have broke at the tippy top. No. When it rains it pours. It had to break so that I would only have a one leaf plant left, of course. All right. This next plant is low-key a pain in my, yeah, you already know. So this is my Hoya Lois Andrewsiana. This is the only leaf I've gotten on this plant. Okay, so I unboxed this plant in that same Gabriella plant unboxing. But that said, y'all, this Hoya stresses me out. I love her so much because, hello, look how big this leaf is. Look at the little vein. Oh, I love it. But then it's always like, there's always a stress with growing it. It's just not an ease. It's not an easy one. Had a vine growing. I had to chop the vine because the leaves were falling off at multiple like different spaces in the vine that pulled off. So it was going to be just bare vine and then a new leaf at some point. So I chopped that because I don't like that look. And I'm just unsure. I'm unclear of what to do, but I did get this new leaf, so I'm gonna be grateful for her. And I do see that she's hopefully gonna push a little vine from the top of that. So I'm gonna just, be hopeful. I'm gonna just put a prayer up that things continue to work out for me with this Lois Andrewsiana. As a disclaimer, the noise you're about to hear in the background is simply my garden. I have the garden studio. It's just watering the plants. Bear with me. Okay. Next plant I have, I love this one actually, down, love it down. Scared to turn it to the side because I don't want it to fall, but this is my Hoya Collection. So let me just get you up on the leaf up here. This is one of the newer ones. That's real cute. I think that's even the one that I was like, oh, it's like gonna be sun stressed. But once I changed the light out, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but sun stressing can actually be reversed on Hoyas. So if you put it into lower lights, the sun spots will go away. Not sun bleaching, sun stressing. Not sun bleaching, sun stressing. So if the leaves turn light skin, it's a wrap. But if the leaves go red, the redness can go away. That red pigment can go away. This plant is actually so great. It's so amazing. It hasn't been too stressful for me, and I've done a lot of damage to it. I've consistently either torn off like new emerging leaves or broke pieces. Yeah, I've done a lot. But that said, she has taken a lot and she's given a lot. This is my favorite leaf on this plant. Like, come on now. Come on now. This is so freaking nice. It's textured, it's sharp, it's dark. It's everything that I like in that Clemenciorum look. It is also providing me with, it seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4 more leaves. Actually 5 if we count the one down here. And it's activating growth points where you see missing leaves. I love that about Hoya. You could drop a leaf and the plant gonna be like, it's all right, in a few, we'll replace it. Don't even worry about it. I love that. I love that so much. But I love this plant as well. And I think that as I've been caring for, oh, and that's another thing. This one is like fuzzy on the backside. Oh, I like that. The little texture, do something for me. That little texture. Matter of fact, let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see if y'all will be able to see that it's textured. Can you see? Does it pick up? It don't even want to pick up for your girl. All that little, you can't even see, but it's like, what they call it, I don't like the word, pubescent, but that's actually what it's called, like the hairs. It's got little tiny soft hairs on the bottom. Oh, I love it. And it's very sharp. Like the plant itself is also the texture that you can feel. Like you just want to touch it. I just like this so much. Yeah, I have no negative things to say about this one. I 10 out of 10 recommend. I thought it would be really hard. It could be the variety that I got from Gabriella Plants. I will say that mine is much thinner so far compared to other people's clems that are much larger, but I think my species, like my specimen right now, is still very juvenile, and with more time it will start to give out those bigger and bigger leaves. All right, next up is my Hoya Imperialis. Yeah, she's cute. Tell me not. Y'all want to tell me she's not cute? You could lie to me. Lie to yourself, actually, because you can't lie to me. I don't believe you. This is nice. I told y'all I like a green leaf. This plant is very easy to grow. I appreciated that initially its nodes were really stacked on top of each other. I'm noticing that the nodes are starting to unstack. I think that it's time for me to put it into a trellised situation because I transparently do not like large internodal spacing, as I have mentioned. But I love this plant. The leaves are ginormous. I do think that it makes sense for it to increase just a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is just add a stake, because I actually don't think that this plant would look good on like one of those round trellises because of the way, like the sturdiness of the vine and the direction it grows, and because it has never thrown like a long tendril out. I don't think it would do well in that like scenario. So I would rather just give it a stake so that it feels like it's supported growing upward. And that'll just be that. I might be lying. I might actually need to, I don't know what I'll need to do. Matter of fact, y'all tell me how y'all got y'all Imperialis growing in the comments if y'all got that. Y'all got it on a trellis or y'all just let it grow upright? Because I feel like a stake and letting it grow upright, it could be fine, you know? Just keep changing out the stake or extending the stake as you go. No big deal. Love this plant down though. Has grown a lot. So when I got it, it only had 3 leaves, and then we have since added 1, 2, 3, and then I guess we count these 2, 4, 5 new leaves. You know what I'm saying? I got this plant at some point in June. You know, it's October, and I love that for me. And it's putting out 2 more leaves at the top too before these little babies even fully expand. I love to see it. And the leaf size has progressively gotten bigger. This leaf right now is my favorite because of the little crinkly curly on the side. I love that. I'm gonna put up a picture of this bloom too, because I think I said it was between this and the Incrusata that had cool blooms. One of them has that weird, like, it's kind of alien-esque, the way the blooms look. And I kind of like that. And I do want to see that one day. So yeah, for now, she's very cute. I do happen to like how she's growing in this little little thing, but there's no muss, no fuss. I just water her when she's dry. That's really it. Let me show y'all some little itty bitty babies. Itsy bitsy babies. This is my Hoya Collection. Yeah. Not me going up slow like that. I sell like this. No, but for real, look. Okay, this is my Hoya Collection. The sun stressing is starting to fade on this one, I think, because the light isn't as bright. That just kind of is what it is. I do need to look up, can you get stronger T5s? Are all the T5s 5 watts? Anyway, this is the Hoya Collection. This is the first new leaf I've gotten on this plant. There is lore. This plant almost died multiple times. Multiple times. Tried to root in perlite. I lost all the leaves bar one at some point. It was really going down goes Fraser. And then I said, you know what? Final chance, I'm gonna throw it in the same mix that I normally put it in. Water it strong, put it inside there, see what happens. And that's when it took off. That's when it took off. It said, I don't want to do a rooting medium. Just put me straight in the dirt. And that's what I did. And now it's all right. I finally got a new leaf on your girl. I really would like for her to put out a little vine so that we can do more than just one new leaf. But she is definitely everything that I wanted in the little Collection. I just think I want to put her in a higher light situation once she grows a little bit more. First, I want her to grow more. When she grows a little bit more, I'm gonna put her on over here. You know what I'm saying? Like probably even right in this area. Right in this area, I think is a bright light situation, you know? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But this one I also got from Plant Haven Toronto, as you can see from the tag. And yeah, I have no negative thoughts about this one. I initially did when it wasn't rooting, but now I'm just happy to finally be a part of the crew, because I feel like everybody got this little Collection. And if you like a Hoya kind of like with this kind of situation, then they gonna recommend you get one. And here I am, got one, and I grew a leaf. What y'all mean? What y'all saying to me? Y'all not saying nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Another little itty bitty baby. This one is another one from Steve's Leaves that I regularly cannot remember the name. I believe that it's something like Hoya. It has a name, bro. It had a specific name. Hoya Suet Jade. Is it Suet Jade? Hoya something Suet Jade. And she's cute, you know. I don't know how I feel particularly about inner variegation, and I'm gonna keep saying that every time I show plants with inner variegation, or particularly these. She's finally growing a new leaf. There was another new leaf, but it fell off. It didn't make it. This one seems to be making it, and the tendril is still alive and thriving. So, you know, I ain't got nothing really to say about this one. She's doing okay. She's not rooting as strongly as the others, but also this seems a little bit dry. So I'll make sure I water her up and ensure that she is good to go. Okay. Here is another banger of mine. This is my Hoya Sunrise. How could I hit the you already know what this is. Y'all know what this is too. Look at the sun stressing at the bottom. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This is my big and beautiful Hoya Sunrise, you know. She bloomed for me. I did take pictures, and I will insert matter of fact, I will insert the picture here. Big bloom, period. She blooms. She's a quick bloomer. Like, she blooms, opens up. Like, the opening up, the whole cycle is not as long as like other Hoyas. Other Hoyas, I feel like the budding up, opening up, lasting, etc. Like, I think right now in my collection, the two longest lasting once they're open are definitely my Lacunosa and my Hushkeliana. But the Mathilde and this one, this one, she was open, and literally I said, oh, you could miss it. Like, you have a few days. Did you know you have 30 minutes? For real, you don't have long. But that said, she grows so much, so exponentially. Every time I show her, she has taken over more and more of the trellis. Once she fully fills out over here, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about whether or not I'm going to extend it, but I do think I want to try to grow a few, like maybe take a few of these, like a few props, and potentially grow a hanging, like, and by a few props, I mean, I want at least like 6 different cuttings in a thing, and then grow like a hanging version of it in my office, because I feel like that could be cute. I've seen people with the hanging version of this, and it looks really, really nice. This also looks very nice. So it would be nice, because I will not be lacking for, and I love the sun stressing on this one. Look at that. Come on. she don't ask for much, bruh. She really doesn't. All you need to do is keep her watered. I fertilize in basically every watering at this point. Flushing when I remember. And at this point, maybe my next watering will be a flushing watering. It'll be a flush and BTI kind of watering, actually. Look at me trying to make plans. But that said, this one is so very cute. I truly, truly love her. I don't have any notes, and if you don't have her, get her. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for at this point? Get a Hoya Sunrise. Okay, so the final one from the shelf, and mind you, y'all, let me give y'all some tea because y'all don't know how long I've been sitting based on the editing. We are only at 1 hour and 3 minutes, and I made it through the shelf. Beautiful, love it for me. But this is actually my Hoya Noel. And as you can see, she was also sun-stressed, and the sun-stressing is finally fading. My girl is finally getting her freedom back. Stella is getting her what? Groove back. So I grew in my care, and again, this one is, I wouldn't say it's a fast grower, like fast, very quick, not like Lacunosa or any of the smaller leaves that just consistently putting out leaves. However, for me, based off of the sizing of the leaf and the thickness, I think it has grown pretty quickly. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves since getting this plant. I love that deeply for me. I did recently chop off one of the leaves that was down below because I didn't like how it was looking. I let it go. But the rest of the plant is looking great. So essentially, these 2 leaves at the base, I came with it. These 3 leaves did not. This is literally my favorite. Okay, at this point, I told y'all, I'm gonna keep saying stuff's my favorite Hoya, but this is one of my favorite Hoyas. That hasn't changed since I was excited to get it. I love the pillowiness. I like how the leaves are like cupped. I love the texture. I love the indented veination that is even more apparent when you're looking at it when it's sun stressed. I love how glossy it is. I did not shine them leaves. Them leaves just came like that. I really love this plant. There's really not much to dislike about this plant. She is growing. I trellised her. I took too long to trellis her and I messed up. I might be messing up again here. I think what I actually want to do is wait for it to put out some more leaves. And then when it's like, once it's put out the leaves is when I'll keep wrapping it. I'm not even really sure. I feel like this one actually would benefit from being not on a U trellis, but maybe on one of those trellises that I don't like, which is the cages. I think it could benefit from that. Because personally, the hoop trellis, it doesn't seem to be doing it its best justice because of how thick the vine is. It would be easier for it to navigate like in a circular motion around something. So maybe I might have to try out them trellises I don't particularly like, but we'll see. All right, y'all, we in the final stretch. I thought I was gonna show the Hoyas that are in that little sale bin. I'm not, because honestly, it's very repetitive. I have some of those Hoyas, so I think that will be something that I just ignore because that's not technically my collection if I'm trying to sell it, right? So let's go ahead and look at what I have in my personal propagation bin to wrap up my Hoya collection. All right, I'm gonna start off with my Hoya Sasuela. So I got this plant from Leafy Mama, and this is one of the only ones I think that I got from her that is looking a little bit, it's not even that the plant, it's just yellowing a little bit. And I think, again, this is another, it's not that thick of a leaf. It is growing, but it's also yellowing at the same time. I do need to go in, no, I'm seeing water in here. I was gonna say I need to go in and water up my props, but it's looking fine. It definitely might have done that because the water levels went down, but I am seeing that it's growing a new, throwing like a growth point. So it's gonna give me a new vine right there in the center. That said, I don't know, this piece is yellowing, but this is the only one in the bin. And it's also yellowing on one specific vine. I don't know why it's happening, actually. I really don't, because the other one is not yellowing. So maybe this side might not make it, but this side will. We will see, we shall see. Here's another plant I have in my prop bin. This is a Hoya Bella outer variegated. It's another one I got in my trade. This one does need water. I actually, matter of fact, look at this. At the end of this video, I'm gonna make sure I go in and actually water up all my props. But this one needs water. It was also one that like seemed like it was needing to rehydrate when I first got it. It is obviously rehydrated now. It looks absolutely fine. All of the stems are doing fine. And in fact, I think every single one of them in here has a new growth point. So we love to see that. That also indicates to me that it's probably gonna be ready to come out. You can see it got hella algae. on it. I'm gonna go ahead and water these up because truth be told, I am not in a space to pot them up and take them out yet, because that would require me to like reconfigure, think some things through in terms of where I want stuff to go. And I'm not there. So they're gonna have to keep staying in this prop bin for a little bit. Even after I transition them to a potting mix, they probably will stay in the prop bin just for like another week or so. Because I am gonna do another round of like going through and downsizing, etc. Probably at the end of this week. So I'm not gonna take it out today or tomorrow, but I might take it out like in a week or two. But it's looking good. The Hoya Bella outer variegated. Okay. This next one is actually the Hoya Dekie that I got in that same trade. This one, I don't have much to say. It's not adding anything else. There's a lot of algae in this mix right here. So I'm thinking to myself, it also, truth be told, I've never had this much algae build up really so quickly. I'm wondering if it's actually the sprayer I have, because I know there was like a little bit of algae at the bottom. So I might have been just like watering the plants with algae water, which makes the algae production much faster. But it is also on the side of my prop bin that gets way more light. I don't see any new growth point activated, but it's also like obviously rooted, because when I tug, it doesn't just come right out. So I'm just gonna kind of let it keep doing its thing. I don't think the algae is going to like kill it per se at anytime soon. So yeah, maybe looking at this though, just because I don't like the look of this much algae, I might take it out. I'm gonna make sure I get to taking this out probably within maximum a week. Another algae ridden babe. This is my Hoya Lai Chow, and here's what she's looking like. Another one from that same trade. She fulfills a lot of the things that I've mentioned. I love a dark green leaf. I love a little bit of splash, and she's actually quickly just putting out a vine, which I love that for me. I can see roots in here despite there being so much algae. I can literally see roots. So I actually know that she's ready to transfer and to make her way into the real world. I just literally have to go through and figure out where in the real world she's gonna go. This next one is my Hoya GPS 9303. Look at her. She gives everything that I really enjoy and love. Not me listening out, because I'm pretty sure my kids are starting to wake up. I'm gonna try to be quick because I really would like to finish. I'm really at the finish line. I could see the finish line. Anywho, this one is putting out some new leaves for me already. If y'all could see, new leaves, love that for me. Another new leaf up here, and then a weird root that I might just chop off. It's like molding or something, I don't know. Anywho, let me see if I can show y'all the roots, because the roots are doing fantastically in here. It's very much so hit the bottom, nicely rooted. It's ready to transfer. I think what I'm actually gonna do is just go in and spray these a little bit with some water just to sustain them. And despite me saying I don't know where they're gonna go, I'm going to at least pot these up into a mix and potentially get them out the bin. Get them out the bin. It's time for them to get out the bin, actually, now that I sit here thinking about it. But here we are, Hoya GPS 9303. Here's another little baby. This is my Hoya leonensis. I also got this in a trade. It's gonna be repetitive for the next few plants. This one is actually rooting very well. I decided to just take a risk, and since it had roots, I just put it directly into a mix, and it's doing absolutely fine. So I love to see that. This one probably should come out of the bin soon. I think for now, considering that the plants in this dirt mix are doing fine in the bin, I might actually just transition the others into my soil mix and let them rock out in the bin just until I figure out where exactly I want to place them. And once they have permanent homes, we'll be good to go. Also, for context, a lot of the Hoyas that I have inside these bins, I don't have like a ton to say, because they're still just like propagations. They're either fixing up. So if I just show them, say this is the plant, these are the roots, then that's because I don't got much to say about them. So just rock with me, enjoy. Let me just keep showing you the rest of the ones from this bin, because there are some never before seen plants in here. Okay, this next plant I have is my Hoya rotundiflora. I believe I also got this from, yes, I did. I also got this in that same trade. It's finally putting a new leaf out for me up here, which is very cute. It's so soft. This one came and I was like, is this already established as a plant? And it sure is. I think I actually put this into tree fern, which is really something. I really said, let me give you everything. And I did, and the roots are rooting in here. So love that for me. She's doing well. It's obviously amended. It's not like just tree fern straight. There's other stuff in here, but she's doing well and she is growing. So I love that for me. I'm excited to see what this little baby leaf, how like what it comes into. Look how tiny this little baby leaf is. Oh my gosh. But yep, the vine is growing. Everything is growing. There's nothing bad happening in here so far. This next one is my Hoya Hushkeliana intervariegated. I am very excited about this plant. I am hoping that she just takes off. I can't see any roots in here, but she is not melting. She's actually firmed up significantly from when I got her. I just did the tug test. She's definitely in there. So she probably is ready to be transferred over as well. I don't see any new vines on it as of yet, but that doesn't mean they're not coming. So I'm just really excited for what this plant is gonna look like. And I can't wait to have this draping just as long as my current Hushkeliana is. And I've also seen people with their Hushkelianas be even more long, massive, and beautiful. So I'm really excited to actually have this in my collection, but she's still in the prop bin. Here's another one that I was supposed to get rid of, but then I decided I wanted to keep it. This is my Hoya Obscura. I actually have multiple props of this available, so if you actually are interested in a Hoya Obscura, hit my line. That said, this one I said, oh, I'm gonna keep it because I wanna see if it continues to grow in the way that my Obscura initially grew for me. Because what I'm assuming is that there was something I did with the care that just, it wasn't feeling. So given that, I said, let me keep this one. It's obviously rooted. It does need to get potted up as well, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna get to it. But I don't have much to say other than I like it. I think the Obscura and the Rebecca are the parents of the Sunrise. So, you know, would be nice to at least have this one. Okay, here is another one. This is the Hoya Bella intervariegated. This one is really, really cute. When I got it, the note was like, oh, this one is sad, and you know, hopefully she rehabs. She's already putting out growth points, etc. What I've just done is consistently keep this one moist. I know it's a small thing, but I essentially will just open my bin every now and then and just spray water on it to make sure it stays moist, and that has worked out well for me. She is doing well. She's putting out a new growth point. Yeah, a lot of the Hoyas that I got from her, they're already putting out growth points as I have them in the bin. I love that for me. Okay, and this is my green form Hoya Bella, which as I look around in this, it has like a root, but it also needs some more water to make sure that it can continue to root properly. It's doing well. It's also giving me some new growth points across. It's holding on to a peduncle that it has as well. Anyway, it's doing well. It's putting out some new growth points. It's also held on to the peduncle that it had when I got it. She's doing okay, man. I just need to keep her watered. She's putting out some roots for me, not as many as the others, but this one is obviously, this did dry out faster, and I assume that's because there's so much more foliage on it than the other ones that are not drying out quite as fast. Let's get to some other Hoyas that I have in here. So this is my Hoya Bertonier intervariegated. You see the new leaf, it's got that little pinky on it. I think that's so cute. And the intervariegation seems to be coming back more and more as the plant grows, because it does seem like it wasn't as bright in the previous 3 leaves, but it seems like it's going to be bright there. I guess it fades to being like a lime green versus like a darker lime green. I don't know. That said, this one is cute. The roots are growing slow, but they're growing and they're filling into this here section. When I got it, it was already in like a coir mix, so I just transferred it over versus restarting it. I just put it into this bigger pot, and it's doing fine. It's growing, you know, so not much to say about Miss Bertonier, but I got it in a mystery box. I actually got the mystery box from Lydia that is a part of Let's Talk Hoya, and I really was, you know, in my Hoya bag, and I said, oh my God, I want to get one. I want to see. So yeah, and it came with a peduncle, which is pretty cool. Next one in my bin. This one is actually so hilarious to me. I think this is so funny, y'all. So I had kept, y'all can't even see the leaf. Can you see the leaf? Here's the leaf. There we go. This is this random stick that I had of my Hoya Nicholsonier, and I just said I want to see if it grows, and it did. And now that it's grown, I'm like, do you actually want the plant? Though you didn't want the plant, but I have it growing, and now I know I could grow from a wet stick inside my prop bin. And it wasn't actually all that slow. I actually initially had it sitting out of my prop bin growing, and then I threw it in the bin when I saw a little leaf coming out. Imagine that. This next one I also got from that same mystery box, but I already have this plant, and this is the Hoya verticillata black margin. It's growing some new leaves behind the scenes there. You know what I mean? It's got a vine coming out behind the scenes. Here it is, vine coming out with new leaves. I probably will list this one transparently only because I already have one. I don't need one, so I'm probably just gonna wait for it to root a little bit more, and then I will put this on my shop as well. Okay, the next one I have, which I'm actually kind of excited about, this is my Hoya lacunosa amarillo. I guess the flower is yellow and that's why they call it amarillo. But anyway, this is the plant. I told y'all I wasn't really sure how I felt about lacunosas in general, but considering mine just be blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming, I'm really hoping that that's the vibe I get from this one. It hasn't given me a new vine, but it looks like it's trying to do that from down below. I initially thought this might have been a peduncle, but this is actually a vine. So I'm gonna chop that off because I don't need that there. But this is cute. And I also got this in that same mystery box from Lydia. Okay, here's another one I got in that mystery box. And yeah, this one, I'm keeping it just because I'm like, dang girl, but this is not really that common. Maybe you just need to try and grow it better, XYZ. Even the vines are so fine that they're rooted, the roots are so fine. Let me show y'all how fine the roots are. You see that one little hair right there? That's the roots of this plant. This plant, yeah, I don't have much to say. This is a Hoya Poliana LIM 027. The worst part is I couldn't even just be like, oh, I'm gonna just list it because this looks a mess. I would actually have to, I guess if I chop this piece off, it wouldn't be such a mess. But there's no, it's not growing up here. It's growing this way. So I don't even know. If y'all have this plant, let me know. What's the vibe? What does this like? How do we even, the hell? But this came in that mystery box, and yeah, this was the only disappointment in that box. Despite the fact that I got a plant I already had, this one was a disappointment for me. Only because it didn't look good. It's also very much so not up my alley, but it's not the plant was bad quality. It's the plant is not up my alley. And very fine roots. I'm wondering, should this have been planted in something that is very dense? I couldn't even tell you. Okay, here's another one that I have, and this is from the mystery box as well. And this is a Hoya Pandorata. Let me get y'all up on that. If my hand will stop shaking, then the leaf will focus. This is one of the newer leaves, and then that is a leaf here. I can't remember, I think this one might have emerged in my care. I've got another one coming out here as well up on there. You see that little green speck? That's gonna be a new leaf right around there. And I also got this in the mystery box, but it is a Pandorata. I did not have one. I am excited, and it is rooting well into my medium. Sticking with Let's Talk Hoya plants, this is my Hoya, what is this? My platycollis? Yeah. She's rooting. Oh my God. I've never been so grateful. She's rooting. Okay, so this is my, she's rooting. Oh my God, she's rooting, and the peduncle is budding back up. Oh my God, thank God. Okay, I don't see any roots, but she did hit that low motion. Look, let me show y'all. She's not coming out. Oh my God, she's rooting. I can take that off actually. She's rooting. Okay, this is my Hoya platycollis. The leaf tips are yellowing. I did expect for that to happen. Reason being, it's a very thin leaf Hoya. I do know that thinner leaf Hoyas like water, so I have kept this in perpetual moisture, okay? It has not lost access to that. It is rooting, and I think, okay, so I have to go through my collection because something is going on. I'm gonna make sure I check the sale bin before I sell anything, because if in the sale bin I'm seeing any little mites, I'm gonna actually scream. And then I'll also have to push my sale back. But that said, they're not on the leaves though, are they? They're white. They don't look like, spider mites wouldn't be in the water though. That doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of, I don't know. They don't look like springtails because they're too round bodied and they have very, I don't know, child, but I just seen something that kind of pissed me off. But I wanted this plant because it is very hard to find, and I got it again from Lydia, and I was very nervous when I got it because the actual length of the stem was so short. You know what it could be? Beneficial bugs, to be honest, because they're moving really fast, and also I know that they be using them beneficial. She be using them beneficials, so that could be that, to be honest with you. That said, I can't even. I am so excited. I just really hope that this gives me a new vine expeditiously. I see that it looks like it's trying to start activating a growth point, which is kind of exciting, but I don't want to hold my breath. And I'm going to leave this one in here until I fully see a growth point and probably 2 new leaves before I actually take it out. And 2 new leaves hardened off before I take it out of the bin. Okay, the next one I have, this is my Hoya RP013. I don't know, are these leaves just soft? Like, I don't really know, because see, this one isn't as soft. But it's growing, child. It's trying to give me some new leaves. I mean, this vine done died off, so I probably should chop it. But I'm seeing some new leaves trying to emerge from the plant here. Here is the plant. I didn't even show it to y'all. I got so thrown off by them potential mites. Yeah. Oh my God. But I didn't see anything on the leaves or the stem. That's weird. It was just literally on the cup. And anywho, I'm hoping that I'm bugging out and those are just springtails, but springtails don't have that same shape. Anyway, this is the RP013. Y'all know I like a leaf like this too. Come on now. Very cute. I like this one because of the texture as well. I had to chop it up and propagate it because it was really at death's door. When I first got it, I think I overwatered it. I don't know what I did actually. I have no clue. But currently, you know, she's propped up. She's in here. She's doing her thing. And I have her sister. Let me actually pull out her sister. I might as well show her sister at the same time. She got a sister, and you know, whichever one takes off fast and first will be the one I keep. The one that takes off after, I'm gonna throw that in the sale bin. But obviously now I'm gonna have to make sure there's no mites on the leaves. This next one, I also got this from Lydia. So I guess, what is it? The green plant, yes. And this is the Hoya Sumatera Island, not Sumatra, Sumatera. Another thin-leafed Hoya, but very dark. She's really cute. I'm looking around to see, I don't see any, I don't see any, no roots like hitting the edge of the pot. I don't want to take this thing out just because I just don't. It was a little bit hard to get it in there to begin with, but she's very cute. I got it at the same time as a platycollis as well. It's very cute. So far no yellowing, so it seems to be doing well. There's still water left in here, but I might just top it off a little bit to keep her happy, you know, and keep her going. But I think she must be starting to root, because I think actually as I'm looking, this might be like the signs of an activated growth point down at the center there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it kind of looks like a growth point is starting to activate up here. So that being said, I'm gonna just leave her be. I ain't gonna take her out until I feel confident. Final one in here to show is my Hoya species Groot. This is very cute. It's another thin-leafed Hoya, and again, got this one from, you guessed it, Lydia from the green plant. It's very cute. It's propagating. I don't think, let me actually see. No, it's definitely rooting into here. I don't see the roots, but she's doing her big one, and I appreciate that for her. She is another thin leaf Hoya, because I will say I am trying to venture into the thin leaf Hoya vibes. Currently, she's doing well, and she's staying like that green that I like, dark green. You feel me? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this journey of part 2 of my Hoya collection. You all have now seen every single Hoya I own. I do not know how many there are. Maybe I will count them after. I'm pretty sure it's over 70, because actually I'm sitting here saying, I don't know how many I own. It's over 70 because I have a spreadsheet with my plants, but I haven't updated it in like a little bit. and I'm gonna update it, and then after I might have to look myself in the mirror and be like, babe, is you good? Is you cool? But for now, I just wanted to tell y'all thank you so much for tuning in, watching this video with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.